भारत माता शिव शक्ति अवतार सच्ची गीता मुरली 12th November 2025 morning class. Revised date is 16 June 1968. Om Namah Shivaya. Baba says, Sweet children, yes, Baba, if you make a promise of purity and then become impure even once, your income will be wiped out. You will then continue to feel it inside. You will not be able to tell anyone to remember the Father. The main aspect Baba speaks of is that of vice. Om Namah Shivaya. God Shiv speaks to you saligrams. This only happens once in the whole cycle. You children know this, but no one else can know it. Human beings do not know the creator or the beginning, the middle, and the end of the creation at all. If, after becoming human beings, you don't know this, you are like animals. You also know that obstacles are created in establishment. This is called the sacrificial fire of knowledge. The Father explains, everything that you see in this old world is to be sacrificed into this. Therefore, you should not have any attachment to it. The Father comes and also teaches you for the new world. This is the most elevated confluence age. This is the confluence of the vicious and viceless world. When the change takes place, the new world is called the viceless world. There was only the original eternal deity religion. You children know that there are many points to be understood. The Father tells you day and night, children, I tell you the deepest of deep things. The study will continue for as long as the Father is here. Then the study will also end. No one but you knows these things. Among you two, you are number wise. Only Bab Dada knows this. Even you do not know. So many fall. They experience so much difficulty. It isn't that they can remain constantly pure. If they don't remain pure, then they have to experience punishment. Only the beads of the rosary of 8 pass with honor. Then, subjects too are created. They were not able to become that through the power of yoga. These are matters that require a lot of understanding. No matter whom you explain this to, they would not be able to understand it. It takes time. Even then, they cannot explain as much as the Father can. The Father alone knows the reports, etc., that he receives. So and so fell into vice. This happened. The name cannot be revealed. If the name were revealed, no one would like to even speak to them. Everyone would look at them with a vicious vision. They would be disgraced. Their income will be wiped out. Only the Father knows how the one who stumbled. These are very subtle matters. Only the Father knows them. You say, I met so and explained a great deal to him. Suppose you explain very well to a governor. He would not be able to explain it to anyone else. If he were to explain it to anyone, they would not believe him. Everyone would tell him, What are you saying? The children of Brahma have spoilt your head. This is a forest of thorns and we are making it into a garden. They say, Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu. Auspicious is Lord Vishnu. Do they not? All those shlokas, etc., belong to the path of devotion. Auspiciousness comes when there is the kingdom of Vishnu. They also show the incarnation of Vishnu. Baba has seen everything. He has the experience, doesn't he? He knows all the religions very well. When the Father personally enters a body, he also needs a personality, does he not? That is why he says, I enter him at the end of his many births when he is very experienced of this place. He is also ordinary. Personality does not mean that he is a king or a member of royalty. No, this one is very experienced. I enter this chariot at the end of his many births. That is, when someone understands that this is God's direction, everyone follows God's directions. You have to explain that this kingdom is being established. A rosary is being created. How this kingdom is established, how some become kings, some queens, and others something else, no one can understand all of these things in a day. The unlimited Father alone gives the unlimited inheritance. God comes and explains, but with great difficulty, very few become pure. The rest experience punishment. They experience punishment and become subjects. How many become kings and how many become subjects? It takes time to understand all of this, and at the same time, you have to become very sweet. Do not cause sorrow for anyone. The Father has come to show everyone the path to happiness. He has come to liberate everyone from sorrow. So then, how could He Himself cause anyone sorrow? You children understand all of these things. Those from outside find it very difficult. You have to break off all attachment from your relatives, etc. Remain in your home, but just in name. It is in your intellects that this is the old world. Everything is to be destroyed. However, not everyone has these thoughts. Only the beloved children understand this. They too are now learning and continuing to make effort. Many also fail. The spinning of Maya is very powerful. However, no one else can explain these things. People come to you and want to understand what happens here. Why do so many reports, etc., come? Now, these people continue to be transferred. So, you have to sit with each one and explain. People also come here. If someone is good, they will immediately say, I know everything about them. This is a very good organization. The aspects of establishing a kingdom are very deep and confidential. The unlimited Father has met you, children, and so you should have so much happiness. We are becoming masters of the world deities, and so we should also have divine virtues. The aim and objective is standing in front of you. He is the master of the new world. So these things are the most unique. Human beings are unable to understand. You all understand. We are studying. The unlimited Father, who is knowledgeful, is teaching us. We receive this knowledge in order to go to the land of immortality or heaven. The same ones who claimed the kingdom a cycle ago, according to the cycle, will come. We are establishing our own kingdom. This rosary is being created number wise. In a school, too, those who study well receive a scholarship. That is a limited aspect. You receive an unlimited one. Those who become the Father's helpers are the ones who claim a high status. In fact, you have to help yourselves. You have to become pure. We who are Satopradhan must definitely become that again. You must definitely remember the Father. While sitting, rising, and walking, you can remember the Father. You have to remember with great interest the Father who makes you into the masters of the world. But Maya doesn't let you. You write many different types of reports. Baba, different forms of Maya come and attack us. The Father says, this is the battlefield. You have to gain victory over the five vices. You will become victorious only by remembering the Father. You also understand we have become Tamopradhan from Satopradhan. Now we have to become Satopradhan from Tamopradhan. The Father comes and explains this. No one on the path of devotion knows this. This is a study. The Father asks, how will you become pure? You were pure and you have to become pure again. The deities were pure, were they not? You children know. We students are studying. In the future, we will come into the Sun Dynasty kingdom. For this, you have to make effort well. Everything is on the basis of marks. Why did Ramchandra come in the Silver Age? He failed. He failed on the battlefield. Hearing the word battle, they gave him a bow and arrow, etc. Was there a physical battle there that they used bows and arrows, etc.? There is nothing like that. All of that is make believe. The piercing of an arrow is very sharp. There is poison on it. It finishes a person. In the past, there used to be battles of arrows. Even today, there are signs of them. Some are very clever at using them. Until it enters the flesh, the poison cannot spread. There is no question of such battles, etc. now. You know that only Shiv Baba is the ocean of knowledge. It is his knowledge through which we attain this status. Now, the Father says, break off all attachment to the body and the relations of the body. All of this is old. The golden age Bharat was the new world. It was so renowned. No one knows who taught the ancient yoga of Bharat or when he taught it, until the father himself comes and explains. This is a new aspect. Whatever happened a cycle ago, the same will repeat. There cannot be any difference in it. You know this too. It is also written that Draupadi called out, "They are making me impure. Save me from this." The father says, "If you now remain pure for this final birth, you will never become impure for 21 births." The father explains so well. Even so, not everyone studies in the same way. There is a difference of day and night. Some come to study and then, after studying for a short while, they disappear. Those who understand well also relate their experiences of how they came and how they made the promise of purity. The father says, if, after making a promise of purity, you become impure even once, your income will be wiped out. You will then continue to feel it inside. You will not be able to tell anyone to remember the father. The main thing Baba asks about is vice. This study has to be studied regularly. The father says, I tell you new things. You are students. God is teaching you. You are God's students. Such a highest on high study should not be missed for even a day. If you don't listen to the Murli for even one day, you become absent. Even good Maharathis become absent. They think, I know everything. So what if I didn't study? Oh, but you will become absent. You will fail. The father himself says, I narrate such points every day which will be very useful at the time of explaining. If you don't listen, how will you use them? For as long as you live, you have to drink the nectar. You have to imbibe the teachings. You should never be absent. You must find the Murli from somewhere or from someone and study it. Baba knows that there are many good number one children who even miss the Murli. Their own arrogance comes into them. Oh, God, the Father is teaching you. You should not miss it for even 10 days. Such deep points emerge that your own or someone else's locks can be opened. What a soul is, what the Supreme Soul is, how the part is played, it takes time to understand this. The father says, I finish all of them, the subtle region also has to be finished. At the end, only this will remain. Consider yourself to be a soul and constantly remember me alone. However, it has to be explained now. At the end, there is just this one aspect. You have to leave while in remembrance of the Father. It is only through remembrance that you become pure. You can understand how pure you have become. Those who are impure will surely receive a lower status. The main ones are only the 8 jewels who pass with honor. They do not experience any punishment. These are very subtle matters. What an elevated study this is. It wouldn't even be in your dreams that you can become deities. No one knows how you became them. Now you understand. This is very easy. They have become this only through easy Raj Yoga, and that too when the father comes and explains. You have to make so much effort to explain. Even when you explain, some still do not understand. They don't know this, do they? If they were to accept it, they would be connected instantly. Then the knowledge is also needed, is it not? A kingdom is to be received. There is so much difference in this too. The students are innumerable. That this sits in the intellect and that you sit and explain to others is number wise. When a certain type of person comes, good, good explainers are called because you yourselves have not become that sensible. There is effort in this. Remain in your household. The father says, whatever happens, do whatever you need to, but remember me. Make such a provision that you can remember me even while doing your work, etc. By remembering the father, you become very Padma fortunate, millions of times fortunate. In front of that business, etc., are of no use. Nothing will be of any use. Yet it has to be done. You should never have the thought, I am giving to Shiv Baba. Oh, you are becoming Padma Padampati, multi million times fortunate. If the thought of giving comes, your power becomes less. I am taking padams, multi-millions from Shiv Baba. I am making my own income. People perform charity in the name of God in order to receive. So that is not giving. God is the donor, is he not? He gives so much for the next birth. This is also recorded in the drama. On the path of devotion, there is only temporary happiness. You know that you are receiving the inheritance of unlimited happiness from the unlimited Father. Sannyasis do not believe in happiness. They say that happiness is like the droppings of a crow. How can they then give others happiness? They can never teach Raj Yoga for the world of happiness. They cannot make anyone elevated from corrupt. Only the deities are remembered as being elevated. In today's world, there is only falsehood. There is not a grain of truth. This too is not new. The Father comes every 5,000 years and explains this. The gurus of the path of devotion tell you so many things. They have studied so many scriptures. On the path of devotion, they definitely study the scriptures, etc. All of those are scriptures of rituals. Acha, to the spiritual children, love, remembrance, and namaste. Lots of love, remembrance, and namaste to the spiritual father, mother, and Bab Dada. Thank you, Baba. Today's blessing is may you be an embodiment of experience. Do you children consider yourselves to be embodiments of experience? You have not just heard or understood, have you? The knowledge of God takes you towards the ascending stage while making you experience everything. However, very few are embodiments of experience. An experienced one will always be beyond any type of deception or sorrow and perplexity. You will always understand even compulsion to be a basis of strength for life. You will experience Maya to be like a children's game. Become an embodiment of solitude. Become one. Make yourself full in every aspect of experience, and you will easily become a conqueror of Maya. Om Namah Shivaya.